What's up, everybody, and welcome to the NFL Overdrive edition of Weekday Wagers, where we go through 10 different plays, and we're going to go over or under, or maybe pick out which team actually wins that game. And so today we have 10 more questions headed straight to you. If you want to go ahead and be a part of the NFL Overdrive, just scan the top right of the page here, the QR code, and it'll take you right over to a Google form. And it's very simple. We don't want any of your information, but you're going to have to put in your email and your name so we know who's playing. And then if you win this week, it's $40, and then it's going to be for a 2-month subscription. So let's go ahead and start this thing off right. And we're going to start off with some Robbie's radar looks here. Let's go ahead and start with you. We have T. Higgins. Robbie, is it going over or under the 59.5 receiving yards?
It's got to go over. He's averaging 101.2 receiving yards in his last 5 games against Pittsburgh. So yeah, give me the over.
Give me the over. He's going to eat Pittsburgh alive.
Unfortunately, that's 3 for 3. I'm going to go over as well, and so probably just falls flat on his face at this point. All right, Mark, to you now. Let's go Big Drake London. We're going to go over or under the 79.5 receiving yards.
You know what? I faded him last week, and he showed me what an idiot I was. Give me the over.
Yeah, I looked at his numbers, and I was like, I don't know how I am going to go under on this one. So all signs point to over, so I'm going over.
Yeah, I'm going over as well. I have a whole write-up on this guy at JustTheStatSports.com. I got his number at 70 earlier in the week, so yeah, I'm still going over. I like 80+.
All right, well, we're looking for Calvin Ridley to return this week for the Titans. And so we're going to ask the question, since he is returning and a very small number of 34.5, is he going over or under? And I'm going to start off, and I'm going to go under. I just don't believe in him returning and being somewhat healthy. But honestly, this offense sucks. I'm going under on Calvin.
Yeah, I am making a change decision. I was going to go over, but I am too taking the under because I forgot Derek Stingley plays for Houston. Calvin Ridley is not doing anything this weekend.
I think Calvin Ridley is probably their only offensive threat right now. And when you have an entire team that can devote their defense to shutting you down and you're not really probably 100% healthy, yeah, you're going under.
Oh, wow. So we are simpatico, 3 for 3. This is not
That one was
good.
close. I have
close.
a write-up. That was like, I was going to go over because the Titans do this stupid stuff where they will win this weekend and he'll somehow have a big game.
Yeah.
But you look at it, it's like 30. We need 35 yards.
It's a sharp number, though.
Tough.
That seems like a trap.
Yeah.
Right. That's why it scares the hell out of me.
This is dangerous. All right, let's move on to Josh Jacobs. And I combine his rushing and receiving yards, and it's at 109.5, and that is an alt number. It is juiced up. But Robbie, is Josh Jacobs going over or under the 109.5?
It's a big number, but you know what? He's on Robbie's radar, so I'm going to back my guy. The Giants have allowed this 2 times in their last 3 games. If you go to Just the Stat Sports, I got this at 98 yards earlier this week.
So this is a nice alt line. You know what? I think he does this and he clears it and he probably finishes with close to 125, 130, simply because Green Bay Packers are going to take it to the Giants. They're going to feed Josh Jacobs the ball to run out the clock. This guy's going to rack up yardage either on the ground or in the air.
I think this is a smash mouth kind of game. I think it's a prove it game by Green Bay, but I think that they figure out other ways to get it done. I am going to change it up finally, boys. I'm going under on Josh Jacobs. Hopefully that helps us out a little bit. All right, let's move on to the next game. And everybody, we have a lot of Chicago Bears fans, a lot of bear down I always see. So this one's for you. DeAndre Swift, 54.5 rush yards. Mark, lead us off.
I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over. I think that he has quietly been a workhorse for the Bears. They're taking on the Vikings in Minnesota. I talked about a smash mouth game. The Bears need to show up. Yeah, I think DeAndre. And it's only 55 yards. Come on.
So you're going over on that one. I'm going to follow you and go over as well. I looked at the numbers as well on this guy, and I still think he somehow finds a way over 54.5, and so I like the over.
I'm going to bear down and take the under because the last 2 times I took a running back against the Minnesota defense, they both crapped the bed. Thank you, Jahmyr Gibbs, and thank you, whoever the other guy was, Saquon Barkley. So give me the under.
All right, we're going to another Robbie's Radar, and this is the last man standing out there at the Tampa Bay Bucks. All the other receivers seem to be hurt, and so Emeka Egbuka, 64.5 receiving yards, and I'm leading us off here, and I'm going over on Egbuka.
Yep, going over as well. Wide receiver ones have done this in 5 straight against Buffalo. They're going to be without Dalton Kincaid, so that offense looks a little bit different when they take away Josh's favorite target. So give me the over.
I love Emeka Egbuka to go over this line simply because that Buffalo, he's going to go over. Trust me.
Just he's going over. All right, Robbie, this one goes to you now. Chargers or the Jaguars on the money line?
I think this game looks a lot like Sunday Night Football. I think it might be close early, but then I think the Chargers are going to pull away late. Give me the Chargers.
Bolt up.
Fam, I'm going over as well. Chargers, and the line is 2.5 on this game, which isn't a huge line. I just still think going into Jacksonville, I think that they have more to play there and for the San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers. All right, start us off with this one. This is the wackiest one to me. Mark, Jackson Smith-Njigba and Puka Nacua both to combine. Let's just call it what it is. 200+ receiving yards. What do you think?
Yeah, we talked about it, right? I would never take the under on either one of these guys. And yet now we're looking at this and saying, okay, do we think that both of them are going to go for 100+? Give me the over. I would never. Yeah, give me the over. These guys are just way too damn good to bet against them.
They are that damn good, but I also think there's so many more ways to go under on these lines. I am taking the smarter route here, and I'm going to go under on this.
I hate myself. I'm going under. I don't know if it's the smartest route, but it's the route I'm taking, so I'm going to go under.
I love that this pick makes you feel bad about yourself. Like,
right, it's just terrible. All right, I'm leading us off here with Brock Purdy, 251 passing yards. And I was looking at his numbers, and I just don't see how he gets there. His personal numbers have all went over. But against Arizona, it just seems teams don't throw for a lot just because their secondary is really good. So Brock Purdy, 251 passing yards. I'm going to take the under.
I'm going to pivot. I'm going to take the over because Mac Jones and Josh Dobbs are the last 2 quarterbacks that play for the Niners against the Cardinals, and they both went over. I think Brock Purdy's a better quarterback, and they should have a lot of their weapons back. So I'm going to take the over.
And to your point, I do think that they're going to have their weapons back, especially if Ricky Parasol comes back and is available. But for that reason, I think San Francisco is playing from ahead. They won't need to throw the ball, and they're going to protect Brock Purdy. They're going to be running the ball more. Give me the under.
Ooh, smart man. All right, well, this next one was the one that surprised me. Like, it was really kind of shocking that, like, Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdowns? Like, this is actually a playable line. Like, you can go get this, and I believe it's minus 115, somewhere around there. So it's right at, fairly the normal odds. But, Robbie, I'll start with you on this one. It's the last one we got. This could be either make it or break it here if we win. Patrick Mahomes, 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Another hard one. He put up a goose egg last week. Denver D is stout. He hasn't even done this, I think, his last 2 games against Denver. Perfect spot to take the over.
I'm going under. Simply because you look at what he's done on his road games this season. He stayed under this line in all 4 road games. He's only thrown 3 touchdowns in those 4 road games. Give me the under.
Mark, I'm going to tell you on that one, I'm going under as well. I just see that Denver defense, and they allow it maybe to push it in, right, on the ground. I don't see how they get it in the air. He's going to end up throwing for 4.
I know.
That stupid shovel pass. That is the only reason why I took it. That stupid shovel pass down low, that's the only reason why I took the over. It's because of that stupid play.
That shovel forward, kind of, dump off. I believe they did that to somebody not too long ago to get him a number or a catch that he.
That was the Charger game.
Chargers, is that what it was?
Keenan Allen.
That's what it was.
Sunday night.
God, so stupid.
We cashed 2 tickets.
We did, but it was so stupid. Because why that's still a pass? Like, you're so close, you're just like, hey, here's the ball.
I just remember forcibly texting you. I'm like, he's talking to Herbert. They're talking about it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
It's gonna happen.
Well, speaking of Sunday Night Football live at halftime, we'll be back here again hanging out with you. We cashed 5 of the 7 plays that we had on the show. We're going to look to do better this week, and so make sure you join us. We go live right after they hit the live at halftime. We're going live as well for you. So we'll talk through all the picks and lead you into the third quarter. And as always, we have fun. And as long as we're cashing tickets each series, we're going to stay and hang out with you all. So whatever the cashing tickets happen, that's how long we stay. But that's all we got. Thank you all for making us a part of your day. Go ahead and scan the QR code in the top right to play along with us in NFL Overdrive and see if you can take us 3 on. All you have to do is beat us. But if you tie, we win. That's how the rules work. We'll see you then.